kindergarten, my parents wanted me to feel special, so they spelled it Cyndee. I'm thinking at the time they were just working at Starbucks, or they just wanted to make sure I got made fun of as a kid. Like, imagine first day of kindergarten in Oakland. Cyndee, anybody here named Cyndee? And kids are mean. They'd be like, "What? You don't know your name yet? And your outfit looks weird." It's like, okay, Jessica, I didn't name myself, and we're wearing the matching uniforms. That's right. Besides the confusing name, the other thing that I got a lot of was kids asking me, not just kids, people today still ask, "What are you?" And the other day I was filling out a census survey. It's like African American, Caucasian, Asian, the other Pacific Asian, and I decided to make my own box and be like a hot mess. So technically I'm half Filipino, a quarter German, a quarter Scottish, and a quarter whiskey. But before you guys start thinking anything, yes, my mom is the Asian one, but it wasn't your typical Asian fetish love story. She just really liked bratwurst. And so she was a cougar, PhD engineering student at Stanford, and my dad was a fresh out of college piece of meat, or engineer in the Bay Area, and they met on the back of a Greyhound bus. It's actually a romantic story, and being single and my age, it kind of gives me hope. Although, have you seen my options here in the LA Metro? I'm definitely not going to meet Prince Charming, and although I did get flashed by a nice homeless man last week, although it was a little fast for my taste. But besides the confusing name and the complex background, my generation has to be really confusing too. While I embrace being a millennial, I'm technically, at 36, I'm technically a zennial, or pretentious elder millennial. But it's very confusing because half of me, there's a side of me that is totally coming at it from a bleak, cynical view of being close to Gen X versus my true optimistic, happy millennial side. So a couple years ago, I was really happy that I got an award for coming in 98 out of 99 in a swimming competition. And yes, that is second to last. But I was very pissed at myself that I spent $120 to get an award that says you suck at swimming. Totally didn't make sense. But besides all of that, also I'm an extreme extrovert, and that's also really confusing and hard. And an extrovert is a person who is addicted to being around other people and likes and gets energized by being social, versus an introvert who likes to be alone. And back in business school at USC, they lined us all up according to our scores of being an introvert or an extrovert. And guess where I was? Second to last on being an extrovert. I feel like I should have just stepped out of line and just been a hot mess, make that my new box. But being an extreme extrovert makes you get really sad really quickly if you're not getting constant social interaction. And I recently just started a project working from home for the next 6 months to a year, and it's already going stir crazy. But luckily I have a colleague that is over at my house all the time, although she's actually started eavesdropping on every single one of my conversations, and she's actually a little bit judgy and conniving. It's like, "Hey, Alexa, do you want to go take a coffee break?" And she's like, "No, coffee's inefficient. Actually, I'm just going to automate your job and replace you with a computer." I'm like, okay, a little scary, but I also invited 2 friends to come crash with me, and I don't know if you guys have had friends come and live with you, but it's a little intense, and they've been actually really judgy as well. They don't like my furniture, they think I drink too much, they think I work too many hours, and they don't like my outfits, and they're really invasive on your privacy. And I'm just like, okay, cats, stop. Didn't think that I invited my parents to live with me. But yeah, that's my set. So thanks, guys.